Every creature that you can name living down in the deep dark woods. From the tiniest rabbit, the biggest hog, they're all living like they should.
Bucks and does are what we call deer, and their babies are called fawns. Hogs and boars are wild pigs, they can eat all day long.
Spiders that have 8 long arms, snakes and worms have none. They each have their own special charm, can't wait to name each and every one.
Singing, here we go, let's get to know all of the forest animals. Everybody's singing, that's the name of all the tasty animals. And every creature that I see has a backstrap waiting just for me. So let's have all the forest animals. Ooh, yeah, forest animals.
Hello, I'm a Froggy.
Who's that? Is that a cute baby? Is that a cute baby? No hunting today. It was actually pretty cool this morning, as in temp-wise, but it warmed up quick, and I just had too many things to do at the house, like getting that hide ready to preserve, and work on the yard, and work in the garden, and work on the house. So, hunted 4 days straight, so I figured you can give it a break. I actually didn't hunt yesterday evening either. It was a bit warm, and I've already got one cooler full of meat. I'll go drop that one off tomorrow, and then we need to make a trip to Houston. Good to see the fam and all that, and make sure everybody's all right. And we have to run a few errands while there, but boy, do we hate that drive, and do we hate leaving what we got going on here, because we like our life. And we're very busy. I listened to a deer biologist or something. I don't know what his title is, but smart dude. I've been listening to him for years now. And he was talking about how people aren't harvesting enough does after I passed that one yesterday. It's funny. And just the impact that it has on the habitat and your deer herd quality and all that. And he's up in Missouri, and they're just now starting to get a taste of some wild pigs. They haven't really made it up there yet. So everything he says sounds great, but goes right out the window when you come down here, because no matter what you're going to do to the habitat or the deer herd, when you have the number of hogs that are running around down here, and it doesn't matter how many you trap or how many you fly in a helicopter and shoot, or what these retards are talking about now, which is trying to poison them. That better not happen. You have to go a different route. You have to figure something else out. That's a big reason why I'm doing the channel that I'm doing. Vain Imagination is not just hunting, but I love the habitat side of it, the habitat improvement side of it. Trying to restore native habitat that has been, the lumber's been high graded, the property been cut several times over the past century, and then they've drilled on it, and it's been neglected. It's full. Our areas are just cattle pastures and neglected hardwoods that are overrun with cedars and yaupon, and the hogs have made a living. We get a lot of water down here, so you can't just try to focus on hunting them around water or swamps or anything like that. There's so many little pockets and little creeks and stuff that they can hide in. The woods are so thick that there's nothing you can do. They go bury under deadfalls and under yaupons and stuff a little before daylight, and they don't come out till after dark, especially if they sense a little bit of hunting pressure. So finding ways to grow food for your deer and improve the habitat that the hogs can't destroy, that's the real challenge. And if you can figure out how to do that, you're onto something. I need to post some pictures on this video of just how many natural gas pads are in my county and in the surrounding counties, so you can see how much space there really is. These people, just like anything else, the gas people, Stroud Petroleum and all these other big companies, they don't care about anything other than dollar bills. So they put these pads literally within hundreds of yards of each other if they think that they can make their money quicker, even though they pay $40,000 to put a pad on your property, and they give you some pennies off of what they suck out of the ground. And when they're finishing up, they're done, and then it's neglected, and it's just a lot of basically rocked off parking lots that are 2 acres in size all over these counties. And if you can find a way to grow food on those rock parking lots, the hogs have a little bit harder time rooting it all up. Now they can suck everything off the ground, so that's your challenge, getting it started. You can get some roots in the ground and get a thatch to where you can plant in. Then we're talking about doing something. But as of right now, because the little bit of habitat improvement that we've done over the year, which isn't a little, I've done a ton. It just looks like a little because there's so much to do. Well, then all of a sudden you have wildlife all over the place, and the hogs enjoy it very much so. They're not on it during the day. They come out during the night, and they'll clean everything off the ground down to the rocks over and over and over. So That's why we're exploring with things like sweet potatoes and things that are, you know, cereal rye and stuff like that that grow really good. The sweet potatoes, once they get roots down in that ground, they're hard to get rid of. So we're trying stuff like that. Hey, what are you doing? And there's different types of rye and stuff like that that the roots help break down rocks. There's a lot of info out there, and there's a lot of different options, and we're gonna try them all and record them all and help a lot of my neighbors and whoever else finds this channel. Maybe change the game on their hunting property. Corn is very expensive, and all it does is attract more hogs. So if we can figure out how to get some green on there and get some yearly vegetation growing, and not focus on trying to get rid of the hogs, you're not going to get rid of the hogs. It's just not going to happen. All right, family's back in. We got to get on the road. I'll holler at you later.